On the last episode of Just Create Season 3, we built a facade of our starter base. And in this episode, we flesh out the interior of that starter base, get some wings and a fancy jetpack, build a workshop with storage, and finally start farming some materials with an iron farm. Let's get started. We are doing pretty well so far. Got ourselves a nice little starter base facade and the start of a bridge. There's still a lot that I need to do with it, but there's so much more. I want so much more. And that so much more is unfortunately going to start with this thing right here. This thing needs a severe upgrade. For starters, I have it placed in this spot right here because I can show chunk borders, and I would like this to be one entire chunk. And we have 4. I think every chunk is 16 blocks, so we're gonna need another 12 drills on the front of it. And then I'm not entirely sure how tall I want this to go. 3 is certainly not going to cut it. I think at least 6, although 8 would be great. But unfortunately what that means is I am going to need a lot of iron because this is all the iron that I have to my name. But I heard tell from a little birdie that Stam is doing an iron sale, and I unfortunately tore down my chain conveyor. We're gonna have to put that back. There we go. That's much better. So let's see if this sale is still going on over at Stam's. Let's see. Revenge iron flash sale, 4 diamonds per stack of iron blocks, and I have 5 diamonds, and I think I will. Thank you so very, very much. I don't really know what the revenge is about, but you know what? That means an entire stack of iron blocks just for me, so I'll take it. Now I wonder if I switch this to my offhand. Oh, I can. Oh, that's super dope. Very cool. And I think maybe a stack of drills should be enough for now, maybe? Not entirely sure. We'll see what happens. And I gotta assemble this thing elsewhere. I ain't got enough room, Lieutenant Dan. And actually, it looks like we can put this thing right here. And it looks like I might be able to just go 5 tall for right now, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Well, I am gonna need 4 more though. Yeah, 5 is pretty good, but I think it should be at least 8. I think we should go up at least 8. I mean, a 16 by 16 would be dope, but I feel like that would be way too much. Actually, how many would that be? That would be 11 by 16. I mean, it would only be another 2 3/4 stacks of drills. Uh-oh. I am like fresh out of andesite though. Ah, that sucks. Okay, well, hey, guess what? This is gonna work for right now then. Someone is selling andesite though. I think it's Azu? Yeah, it's a diamond a stack, and I have a single diamond to my name, so maybe we wait on that. We got more chests on it, and chests because I don't really have... I could put a vault on it, but I have no way to unload it right now. And I'm going to put 4 cauldrons on it, and we are going to have... I got to make sure... Okay, yeah, that is going to work. All right. I thought I was going to start spewing stuff out, but I forgot it's not a contraption yet. Now, I saw Silent do this, and he filled the cauldrons up with lava, and that didn't work. However, the items did go in here instead of spewing all over the floor, and I think that's going to work absolutely fantastical for what we're trying to do here, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to dump cobbled deep slate, cobblestone, and netherrack. And I'm sure there's more that I'm forgetting, but that's okay. Those are the important ones for right now. And last but certainly not least, we got to glue these onto here, and that should be the entire thing glued together. Fantastical stuff. Lock rotation, lever, boom, and bam. And we should be good to go. Well, let's go ahead and get on Szechuan, go over to our mining place, and we'll put this new drill to good use. Well, drilling over here is done. I'm not gonna drill over here anymore. Oh my gosh. Broke straight into an ancient city. That could have been real bad. There is a chest right there. Are there any screamers around? I don't think I have any wool on me. Are these gonna like cascade and trigger something? I mean, I kind of want to see what's in the chest. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what we get. Opacity 1 and a candle. It looks like somebody maybe already was here because that's a weird layout for that chest. But we did, oh my gosh, we did so much drilling. We did these 2 lines here, from here to here, all the way over there. Massive. Let's see what we got in the drill. Oh, we got a stack of diamonds there. We got some, ooh, yes, zinc is great. Zinc is always great. Lots of tough. Oh, another almost half stack. That's dope. And we're starting to spill over into this area too. That's really great. And I think the rest of these are empty. Fantastic. These are the best, by the way. Silent, fantastic job. And then I got all this in my inventory too. I got over a stack of diamond ore. That's absolutely fantastic. And I think what we're going to do now is we're going to head upstairs a bit because I need andesite. I need andesite real bad. Yeah, we did all this with the puny drill. drill, and this took, I don't know, like 20 minutes, maybe? Well, that was an extremely successful mining mission. Let's take a look. In this middle chest here, we have everything that the drill dug up, and look at that. We have over 10 stacks of andesite. That's gonna keep us for a while, and we have over almost a stack and a half of diamonds. I can't speak today, my goodness. And then a whole bunch of other stuff that should hold us over for a while, and bam, this is what I dug out of the earth. Absolutely fantastic stuff. That's so much zinc. I'm very happy about this. But we are in the wrong spot. I need to be going over back home so we can actually use this stuff. And actually, before we head home, I want to head over to the community workshop so we can take some of this stuff to the crusher. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. So the iron, if I crush it, I'm guaranteed to, and I have a 25% chance for a third. Yes. Okay. So I definitely want to crush the deep slate, but not the regular. Got it. Oh, and somebody left a whole bunch of stuff in the crusher. Oh my gosh, look at all these goodies. All said and done, 29 blocks of diamonds. I think that's the most diamonds I've ever had on the Just Create server ever. So that's pretty incredible. We got a bunch of redstone as well as more diamonds here, and I haven't even gone through all the coal yet. Jeepers, that's gonna be insane. But I want to get an interior on this organizatron. What is that? Oh, that's cool. But I want to get an interior in this place because it really, I need a workshop and I need a place to live, which means this entire thing needs to come down. So let's start with that, huh? So what I'm going to start with here is I'm going to just kind of like do a little layout of how I want this place to look, right? I want this to be open. I want this to be an open area. I don't really know how exactly large I want it to be. Let's see. This is 9, and I think that should be fine. And actually, if I think about it, I feel like I want this to be the main area here where everybody kind of like can sit around and, you know, hang out. So potentially the wall is going to come down like so. Yeah, that'll be fine. The tanks will overhang by 1. Yeah, and to make it easier, what we could do is this is a bedroom, right? It just comes right in here when I have to sleep. Just come right inside, right in here, and then boom, bedroom. That I think that makes the most sense. And then what we can do here is we can have this is underneath the bedroom. We might be able to make these out of slabs so they're not nearly as in our head. And then this can be the start to either a workshop or where we can start going downstairs for a workshop. All right, this is, I know it's gonna look weird for you, but this is a good start for me. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of run with this for right now. We're gonna have, you know, some workshop-y bits in the back here, and then this will pretty much just be decoration and for looks, and then we'll have our bedroom up here. But yeah, let me grab some blocks and we'll get a build style going on, and I'll get with you guys in just a minute. I've been a busy, oh, I'm not even a dwarf. Oh my gosh, hang on one second. Okay, here we go, much better, dwarf time. But anyways, I've been digging along in the rock and stone, and I just want to show you guys what I've got so far. So I wanted to use some acacia log here in the entranceways. I think this turned out great. Obviously, I've done no decoration. I've just been digging and putting in the groundwork here. And we have our absolutely awesome master room here, this big old room. And I think at some point we might have like a balcony or something. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do quite yet, but our kitchen and eating area is going to be in here, and anything we do with Farmer's Delight as well. And if we turn around, we have a start of a basement area, although it's not dug out yet. And then over here, we're going to have our main workshop. Now, main workshop being things that we're going to do a lot. So like pressing and chopping and smelting and all that sort of stuff is going to happen up here as long as I have room. And if I don't have room, then guess what? We're going to have workshop 2.0 down here. And I need to dig that out. I feel like we're going to put power down there. And I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do for power yet. I would like lava just because I want to fill these tanks with lava here. So I think that'll look really cool from the front. Just big glowy orange lava tanks. I think that'll look super imposing and dwarfy. And you know, something I'm just thinking about right now is we really need a storage unit as well. How many vaults can we fit in that space? And just looking at this space here, it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could fit 3 vaults in, and they're not going to be, I think they could probably go farther than 6. I might be able to dig out the back wall a little bit. But anyways, it looks like we have space for 6, and then we can have belts running in the back here. And we don't really have enough room on top. We've got 2 blocks of space. We could dig into the ceiling if we need more vaults in future, but I think 3 vaults for now should have our storage set until we move into our permanent base. So I think for right now, what we'll do is we'll just set up a temporary thing right here, just so we know, hey, vaults are going right here. Don't build stuff here, dummy. And that leaves us all this space to work with for a workshop. And for the workshop, I did make this nifty clipboard here. And if we just go ahead in here and we do power. What are we doing? I'm thinking water wheels for now, and then we'll upgrade later to steam. We definitely need a press. We need one of those fancy grinders. We need a mixer, a hot mixer, a wet mixer. We need a washer, a smoker, smelter, and haunter. Need some crushing wheels, and I would like to have a mechanical crafter as well. And we'll throw a millstone in there just for good measure. So this is gonna be a lot. This is gonna be a lot of power, and I'm not entirely sure if we're gonna be able to fit all of it in here, but we're gonna do our best. And the question that I have is, where do I start? Where do I begin? And I honestly think I want to begin down here, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's okay. And the reason I want to begin down here is because I would love to be able to put power down here. I don't want to break into this wall and have to put the water wheels in the wall here. I think I'd rather have the power downstairs because eventually that's where the power is going to be anyway. So what I need to do right now is I need to dig out an area where I can plop down drill and yeah, just start digging stuff out. And while we dig that out, Foxy got a hold of me. I think he's trying to sell me something. Oh wow, I haven't seen that before. That's gorgeous. Oh, we're going that way now.
Hello, sir.
Foxy? Foxy. Oh, look at
Hey,
you.
bud.
Ooh, look at you with your fancy jetpack.
You got a haircut?
I did. Yes, I got them all cut, actually.
Lovely, lovely. How are you doing, bud?
I'm good. How are you today?
Yes, I'm very good, thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Listen, I heard tell that you all went on a secret trip, which is no longer very secret. And and I was wondering if you have any secret things from your secret trip.
It depends how many secret diamonds you may have from my secret things from my secret trip.
Well, isn't that fortunate that I went mining literally yesterday?
Oh, wonderful.
So-
I'll take all of those then, please.
All right. So how about 7?
Is this a joke to you?
Uh-oh.
Secret trip for Throwlash. Secret.
How about another 5 diamond block?
Jeez, I don't know how many diamonds that is, though. Hang on a minute. Whoa, that's a bit too much.
Oh, okay,
But
all
I'll
right.
take it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want those, yes?
Yes, please. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Oh, it feels so good. I don't even have rockets.
Are you going to be turning those into jetpack?
Most likely, sir. Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's very good because now that you can fly down and go to my Obsidian Mall, you'll notice I have a new service, Mr. Throwlash.
Okay.
A free service.
Ooh.
Follow me.
I will.
Oh, you've faster them.
These are good wings.
Yeah. I picked the best for you, sir. For that amount of diamond.
Yeah, right.
Please, I'll give you 2, but no, unfortunately, I won't. So in here,
Yes, sir.
I sell not only sturdy sheet for a very reasonable price, but I also sell obsidian and crying obsidian.
Ooh.
But you might notice my latest thing, if you have an empty lava jetpack fuel tank, you can swap it for a full one for free.
Oh my gosh. Anything
Yeah.
that makes me not have to play with lava is good.
Yeah, so you just do the normal shopping thing, but you keep your empty one in your pocket, click on my little blaze burnery friend, and yeah, your new one will come into this barrel here.
You're a genius. I think I've said this before, but you're a genius.
I tried my best. It was difficult, Throwlash, but you know what?
What's that?
You notice on here, the shop system can tell the difference between an empty one and a full one, right? Which is very useful for doing a swap.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but filters can't, and tunnels can't, and funnels can't, and deployers can't. Basically, anything else, observers, smart observers can't. It was quite tricky coming up with a system that can actually refill them automatically and send them back down here, because the only thing that seems to be able to understand the difference is factory gauges and and tablecloth.
Create 6, everyone. Create 6.
Yeah, works wonderfully. I still don't understand why you can't fill them up with a spout, but there you go.
No, for
Such is
real
life.
though. Goodness. So is it manual? Is that the only way you can fill them, or?
Well, with a deployer.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but not. There's no spout filling, because that would be useful. You just fill it up on your spout and then it would move on. See, then it's finished. But yeah, no, create can't tell the difference.
And you know,
Only
it's not like
bits
the
of
spout is like instant. It takes a while too, so that seems like a good trade-off.
Yeah, even if the spout had to like activate, I don't know, a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Oh, no thrower, no. So now you've got to come to my shop, or go find lava pools, or make your own system.
Nope.
It's up to you.
This
But
shop.
mine is free.
This shop right
This
here.
shop will be moving.
Okay.
Sadly, because I got told off.
But it's so
building
pretty.
Yeah. But what I'm thinking is I'm just going to duplicate it, schematic cannon it to the actual shopping area, and leave this one here until people get really mad at me.
That's a good ploy. Listen, it's a good command and conquer strategy of just build directly in the way,
Yeah.
and then have
Block the
people
enemy,
deal with
you
it.
see. Yeah. Just the building will just stay there until they knock it down and get past. Yeah. That's my thoughts exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, sir, thank you for the wings. I gotta go see how many gunpowders I don't have, and hopefully.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah.
Well, here's a handful for getting you home. There you go.
Oh,
for your
thanks,
extra diamonds.
buddy. Sweet.
You're welcome.
Hey, I appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you later, Throw.
Bye.
Bye.
I got wings. They don't actually show. This is actually kind of cool. I look like a superhero. Dun, 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 dun. That's the Throw Lash theme song for Superhero Throw. Oh, but absolutely wonderful. I'm so glad that we have wings. Flying around is the absolute best. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie. There's a part of me that wants to, because I do love traveling by Elytra, but having that jetpack is gonna be super, super helpful for that project right over there. And we should be able to fly ourselves right over here. And aha, there's the mechanical crafter setup. And I'm pretty sure that I have everything that I need in order to make this right now. So it looks like 4 pieces of brass. Oh, I don't have a blaze burner. And you know what? I actually don't have any netherrack either, so we have to pop into the nether for the second time. Oh boy. And we'll grab at least a stack. And as far as I remember, the blaze spawner is the first one up here. It certainly is, and I think it's that one. It certainly is. There we go. Oh wow, Silent's getting into so much stuff. Goodness. Okay, take 2. Brass ingots, fluid tanks, the elytra, 3 cogwheels. Whoop, not there. 2 fans, and I need a button. Oh, button's right there. Sweet. Yeah, buddy. And look at how nifty we are with our cool little jetpack. This is so fantastic. Now I just need tanks and stuff in order to fuel it. And I put all of my diamonds away. However, Foxy does sell sturdy sheet over here, which is one of the things that we need for tanks. And I think I would like 3 large fueling tanks, to be honest. And then these ones are just regular tanks with more copper. And I've got enough copper, let me tell you. Oh, whoops. Whoops, they need to be fluid tanks, not water tanks. Oopsies. Made a couple extra water tanks, but that's okay. Oh, that's the wrong way. We're now going the wrong way. Gotta go home, get some barrels, because I definitely have enough copper sheet. I just need to make these into fluid tanks again, and that should be our last large fueling tank. Fantastic. And now Foxy said I can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I do that, well then oh, heck yeah. Very cool. Very, very cool. Foxy, you're a genius. Now it looks like it took from all of them equally, so what we're gonna have to do is just head off on this direction here, and I think I can just right click on this, and I certainly can. We don't have an infinite water source in here? Huh. You know, I gotta be honest, I don't even know if we have one at home. Hi, Szechuan. All right, is my water still? It is. Heck yeah. Uh-oh, I broke it. All right, go slowly. Now with those all full, I think I have to keep one of each in my pockets, so that way the jetpack can auto refuel. But let's take our first trip to the skies. Oh, fantastic, people. This is the way to be. And now it's going to be so much easier to do this bridge, because what I can do is just come over here and hover and do all the things that I need to do. Szechuan, you are retired, buddy. You're retired. I'm kidding. He's pretty much way quicker to fly without an elytra. But this is so wonderful. I think for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep this on, because we are working on the ground for right now. And we'll crack this bad boy out of the backpack when we need him. Yeah, there we go. Now we got power, folks. This is great. And we have 15,000 stress units. There are, what, 30 water wheels in here. Fantastic stuff. And honestly, I've connected them over here, and I gotta be honest, I want to connect them over here, because if I were to route the power upstairs going from here, let me just free cam a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna come up here. It's not gonna be good. But if we were to go from the other side and come up, we would just snake right into what's going to become our workshop. That means I gotta do a little bit of digging out up there, but I just wanted to show, I don't think I showed off the new decoration. We've got new look for the place. We got these copper lanterns. They're absolutely beautiful, but I have gone ahead and put this nice strip tuff all over the place. This place has turned out pretty great. It's still very gray, it's still very stone, but we have to get other things in it first. We're gonna color it with decoration as opposed to the building materials. Okay, so for our first machine, I'm pretty sure I want to put our washer and all that sort of stuff right here, I think. You know, maybe we offset it by 1 just so we have an access point over here. But anyways, so these are gonna go here, and then we'll have the fans there and the thing here, right? So like water and smoker and all that sort of stuff there, which means I want like maybe 2 blocks of space, then the barrels maybe, and that'll just depend on how fast they're blowing. But I feel like 2 blocks of space should be enough, especially if they're going super slow. And then inputs, so it'll be fan thing. They're gonna drop here. Ugh, maybe that is too close. We gotta go 1 more block. Gosh, these systems systems are so big. And you know what I could do actually to save space is I could just put these in the wall one more, because then the fans will go here and the actual like thing that we're going to be doing will sit there. What that will allow me to do is actually put those input barrels there. So I put the thing in here and then they'll drop out of these and we can say exactly 16 at a time. Gotta go haunt some dirt. All right, I think that should do it for this system. Obviously we gotta wire it up, and it will leave room as well for packagers and frogs if we ever get to that stage in this workshop, unless we just pack everything up and move to the permanent place sooner than that. What's next? And we can't forget to check those off. I think next we do a press and a poker, and I don't have the poker right now, but I do have the press, so that'll have to do for right now. And I do need some more brass funnels, but we'll get there soon. So that's our press done. Maybe we do some mixers next. And I think what we'll do for mixers is we'll have this here, we'll have the mixers right there, and ooh, that's too close, isn't it? So in that case, we might need item drains. And I'm actually gonna change the location for these because this is a big machine. This really is. Oh shoot. Oh, throw, come on, bud. I need copper casing, not andesite casing, dude. There we go. All the item drains. Oh, good news. I put these too close to one another. Or one spot farther away than they needed to be, excuse me. Gives us a little bit more space, and there we go. So now we'll have a wet mixer, a heated mixer, and a dry mixer for perfect. And I'm just adding to this, we need a saw as well. So we need a millstone section, crushing wheels, a saw, and a grinder. And I gotta be honest, what do we need a millstone over crushing wheels for? What can we not crush that we can with a millstone? And oh my gosh, I think that's pretty much everything except for the mechanical crafters. Where's my clipboard? There it is. We got a grinder over there, we got our millstone, a saw, and the mechanical crafter is the only thing, and that's gonna go downstairs. But oh my gosh, the only thing that I have to do now is wire the whole place up, and that's gonna be a doozy. But I'm pretty sure the way that I have everything laid out should work just fine. Let me just grab this barrel with our mechanical crafters. We can throw that right there. No, I'm throw. And this leaves a ton of space down here for us to do some other things. And by other things, I mean like the mechanical crafters would be great, maybe on this wall right here. And then we can do other stuff like a precision mechanism making machine and sturdy sheets and, you know, all that train stuff and whatnots. All that the things that, you know, we're not really going to use super often, just every once in a while. Whereas everything else upstairs, we're going to use literally all the time. And you know what? Speaking of a precision mechanism making machine, I think we are actually going to go make one right now. So that way we can get as much speed as we want out of this place. And that will start with a bonk. And you know what? This is going to be kind of a pain in the butt because we don't actually have, let's see, because we got to start with small cog and we're going to have to take this out of the thing every single time that we do this, right? So small cog, big cog, iron nugget, and this should be our last pass. Small cog, big cog, iron nugget, and hopefully we get a machine. Gosh, that's obnoxious. All right, well, you know what? Let's just flatten these two. And there's got to be literally anyone else that already has this. Foxy's got literally everything set up, so let's go see if we can just steal his setup. Is this a precision mechanism making machine? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do this. Yay! Awesome. Very cool. I stole from Foxy. Let's barrel. Needed. Made 2. Thanks so much. Throw. Thanks, Foxy. Let's get out of here before the chicken realizes I'm here. And oh my gosh, I don't even want to explain how long this took me, but we finally got the whole thing wired up, and it is relatively inconspicuous with its wiring. I definitely have a couple things missing, but that's okay. Easy fixes. Bada bing, bada boom. We got our crushing wheels over here crushing it. We've got our miller over here milling it. These things suck. They suck so bad. Why can't I put this right next to this guy? Whatever, it's working. These guys took a little finagling to figure out the right speed, and then this thing here is temporary. I just needed to make some more speed controllers. These guys are good as well, and it's a spaghetti mess back here. Just an absolute spaghetti mess, but it is working, so I don't care. Don't care as long as it's working. And then if we head downstairs, and I've got everything set to 128 except for the fans, we only have 7,600 left. So what that tells me is I could increase the speed a little bit. So let's say I went to, what is it, 192? Can I do the same over here? I certainly can. And we'll head back downstairs after making those changes. And we have 4,500 stress units left. So that's gonna go essentially just in the mechanical crafters. That's gonna eat through the stress. Oh my gosh. But we are on many much speed right now, so that is fantastic. And now what I would like to be able to do is I do want to be able to just shut this entire thing off. So I'm going to take that out there, and as you can see, the entire system is now completely shut off. So while I'm not using it, I don't want it to be generating frames and all that. So we'll put a clutch right there, and then I have to get a couple of redstone links, and I need transmitters, and I should be able to make these pretty easily. And we're going to plop this here, and we're going to put it into receive mode, and I will have to just tear this out for a second so I can get there. And once again, I have chosen beds as my redstone link of choice, so I'm going to have a bed at the bottom here, and I think I'll put a wrench. I can't put a wrench at the top, huh? Maybe we'll just do an andesite casing at the top, and we'll just break that real quick so that way we can get in here, and we do bed, andesite casing, and put that back in there. That should turn the whole system back on, and then when I flick this lever and turn around, the entire place is off. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I don't know if that's going to live there, but for right now, it's going to live there. I don't really have a better place to put it. And you know, now that we have these vaults in, I really do want to make this place relatively automated. So what that means is we need packagers and we need frogs. So how many do we need here? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So we need 26 packagers and 26 froggies. And we also need a couple of chain conveyors in here as well. And now the packagers are going to need blocks of cardboard, and they need 4 pieces of cardboard per packager, which means we need 106 pieces of cardboard. And each piece of cardboard takes 1 pulp, and 1 pulp is 4 pulpifiable, that's a new word for me, things mixed in with some water. So if we need 104 pieces of cardboard, and each one of those costs 4 pulpifiable things, we need 416 pulpifiable things. Oh my gosh, do these need? They don't. Okay, and I don't know if I have 416 pulpifiable things. I definitely do not. Yeah, that'll be enough for now. I planted, gosh, a stack and a half. So that should get us set in just a little bit. And while we're waiting, why don't we get these frogs and chain conveyors ready? And honestly, it looks worse in here now with all the frogs. Whatever. The frogs are in, chain conveyors hooked up. It's just not running on power quite yet. And we also have these pulse timers, these redstone links, excuse me, that will be hooked up to a pulse timer. I would just go around the back here, and I want to put this right here. And we're going to set this to every, I don't know, 10 seconds. It'll pulse, and it will send a pulse to this redstone link, which will be red bed, bed, and we actually need that pulse timer for just a second. Red bed pulse timer. And now every 10 seconds, we should see these things pulse. And there it is. There we go. So if there's anything inside the packager or inside the barrel, when those pulse timers go off just like that, they will get packaged and thrown onto the chain conveyor and eventually make it back into storage. Now, the last thing that we need to do is actually hook up this storage because it's not hooked up to anything. I have a little walkway back here and there's nothing going on. So we need to dig out this wall a little bit. We'll probably just run a belt along the side here, along the back, and we'll have funnels that are going into the back of each one of these vaults. And then also on the back here, we can have a little frog that'll hook up to this thing and take things to where they need to go. And in fact, that might have to move back a block, but we'll bridge that cross when we get to it. So I just had a thunk. Oh, by the way, I did ghost blocks for this. I think that makes the most sense. I can just walk straight through it. But I just had a thunk, and I came back behind the vaults, and I had this idea. I was like, hey, what if I go ahead and I make these vaults, max size vaults? Because I think there's 6 right now. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6. And I think I can go 3 more on the back of each. And if I do that, I just dug out this whole back area here, and I can go ahead and make these max size vaults. More storage is more better, am I right? But me being a big old dum-dum throw, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to go over to the community workshop area and press all this stuff. Like I didn't literally just make this. And we'll let those press up, and I think what I want to do here is I want to have, let me grab some create stuff. I want to have some belts that run across the back here, and not me putting these right up against these vaults like I didn't just say I was going to make them bigger. So like I said, I want to run a belt along the back of the vaults here, and we'll just have some funnels that are going into them. And where are our items going to come from? Well, they are going to come from right here. So this is kind of like the main entrance here, and I want my little stock ticker and an input chest here. So they are going to come down a bit and then go across the ceiling there and then come down over here. Now I also need a belt that's going to bring items back up to here as well. So I think a setup like this is going to work great for our interface here. So we'll have our little blaze burner dude, and then right behind him we can have the stock ticker, and then this will be our input and output chest that I forgot to... okay, I'm a smart throw, I swear. And you know what? I gotta get back here anyways. Because if we're going to have the chest sitting on this area, we should have the packager right here, and the packager can go down to, I don't know, a chute maybe, or something like that. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we really should just be able to use belts for this. And let's play pretend for a second. We've got chest, and then I guess the packager would have to live down here, so that means the belts will have to go down 1 block, and that will be getting items into the system. They'll come down here, they'll come across here, and then they'll go into the vaults just like this. Now, getting items out of the system is gonna be a little bit more difficult, and there's a good chance that instead of belts, we should probably just use frogs for this, to be perfectly honest. I just came over to silence and the mob farm is gone, but I see... What is happening?
Hello?
Hello?
How's it going?
I'm
looking around for you.
I'm Ducky. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm rebuilding the mob farm. You're very short. Are you short? No, you look short.
It's because I'm a dwarf. That's it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's lore.
It's lore, yes. So a couple of questions.
Yes.
How do I fill these things in my hand?
Right now you don't. That's the fun part.
Oh, okay, cool.
You happen to log in right as the farm is completely torn down and not functional.
Deal.
Yeah.
No worries. Not a problem at all.
Yep.
Question number 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what he did, to explain myself.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Question.
He deserves that.
Yeah, you know, that's very, yeah. Question number 3. So, where are you
Would you
getting...
like to spend some money?
I mean, kind of. Where are you getting this lava from?
I have a source. I know a guy.
Can I...
I'm from the Nether.
Would I be able to tap into your source?
I do have infinite source. There happens to be a pipe right here. If you just siphon some up, I would literally never notice.
Oh, okay, cool. Except for the pipe that comes out of it. But no, fair enough. Cool.
Well, there's plenty. Listen, does it look like I would notice a random pipe going across the place?
No.
Yeah.
What's
one more?
Right, exactly. So I was thinking, I was like, man, I wonder if I can get some from the spawn area and just run it under my bridge. But you're way closer.
I am a lot closer. Yeah, I was gonna make a group one for me and Beardy, and then I saw that he already had one. I was like, oh, fine, I'll make my own then.
Just
no
to spite
neighborly,
you.
Yeah, no neighborly lava pool for us.
You know, I gotta be
But
honest.
I mean, hey.
Throwing the lava pool in this giant hole would be kind of awesome.
Yeah, I definitely want to put a pool down there. Like that's a great spot for a pool, ain't it?
Of lava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna do the pool of the lime water, but
Ooh,
lava
actually.
is also a good option.
That'd be pretty
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, I know, right? It'd be pretty sweet.
Cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why I wanted to get the mob farm out of here.
No, fair enough. Yeah, it was in the way. It was in the way. What do you got going on here?
It was in the
Ooh.
way of the giant hole.
Those are a lot of netherite swords.
Yeah, I needed 4 netherite swords. Listen, this has capacity for 100 mob spawners.
You're a madman.
Well, I wanted some mob spawners. So I'm paying a premium price for mob spawners right now. 2 diamond blocks a spawner.
Oh, heck
for
yeah,
everyone
cool.
that you bring me.
I have
Yeah.
found 0, so I'll go on a hunt.
Oh, well,
oh.
come back when you have spawners.
Aw. He hits a short
You want to
guy.
use the farm? You gotta contribute.
That's fair. I have contributed 0 so far. That's very true. Have you learned the ways of the experience shower yet?
I have not. I think you just get a pipe and a pump, right?
Yeah, and then you twist a
like-
little hand
yeah,
crank. Oh,
yeah.
It's the best.
No, that sounds great.
It's the
Yeah,
best.
I would definitely be doing that. I have, I think if I throw them all out of my backpack, it will crash the game. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7,000 nuggets of experience in my backpack.
So just a small little
Just a small amount.
Jeez. Just something to get you through the day, is it?
Yeah, you know, you never know when you might need like 100 levels every minute of every day.
Who needs pigment for? Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, actually.
Oh, wow,
I should probably
see
give those
how
back.
it is.
I should give those back.
Oh, wow.
I feel bad now.
Well, enjoy the infinite free lava, I guess. Jeez.
Thanks, buddy. I feel like every time I talk to that man, I insult him somehow. I need to make it up to him. Oh, I feel bad now. Ooh, bamboo. Okay, I think I have everything set up at this point. We have input stuff here, so it's gonna come out of that chest. What is this called? This is called a chest. I got a chest at the bottom for input, and it's just gonna come out, and it's gonna go along these belts, and they're gonna just go straight into the vaults. And this one will fill up first, and then go to this one, and then go to this. And then after that, we have some packagers here on the back of these vaults, and I have just placed our first stock ticker. And I think if I right-clicked this, yes, they are tuned to this network, and then I just place them on the side of these, and that's now part of the network. Yes, it's green, perfect. And since I don't have a blaze burner currently, and I don't know of a way to get another one easily, we're gonna have to grab a seat and a mob. And I gotta be honest, I'd really rather not use a chicken, because last year I used a chicken and it didn't go well. So we're gonna try to get this rabbit. Got it. Perfect. And we should be able to just put the rabbit there? No. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, it did work. Okay. Yes, we now have a rabbit for a stock ticker. That's actually kind of fantastic. And the last thing that we need to do is just get power over here, and I should be able to grab that from back here somewhere. There we go. And all right, I think that's everything all wired up now. And there we go. We've got in and out. Now, if I throw all of this stone in here, it should all go in that first vault. I don't even think I had time to check it. And we got 167 stone in there. And now if I request a stack of stone, that should package, boom, go through, and yes, the system works. Oh, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. So if I take this whole barrel of stone here and I grab an axe and I break it, I should just be able to stand here and get all that stone in there. And I think a stack at a time, yep, it'll go in and it'll go straight into that first vault. Oh my gosh, this is so fantastic. I don't think people know how beautiful it is to have a storage system set up. I really don't think people understand the importance of a good storage system. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the frogs and the packagers with the system that I set up. And here's why I say that, right? I got these 3 froggies sitting on top of these packagers here, which are supposed to be outputting when I call something up there. Now, I want those frogs, obviously, so they can put stuff on the chains here, so that way we can automate sending things to places. But here's the problem. Let's say that I want a piece of leather and I hit send, listen real close. It automatically goes to a frog, which then gets put on the line and it has nowhere to go because obviously that is packaged to that thing up there and it doesn't know how to get there. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to have this stuff automated, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but at the same time, that's not really the biggest issue in the world either. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tear these down then. Oh, and like I said before, it looks better in here with them anyways. And don't worry, folks, we will be using frogs in future once we get to our more permanent base. This is just kind of our starter base here. Starter workshop, don't have to be perfect, except for this. I need to raise this up again. And there we go, that's set as well. So it's looking better in here. Things are actually working now. It's just unfortunately completely manual, but like I said, that's not a big problem. So really the next thing we need to work on is getting heat to these here, and that would be these two items right here. So what we're gonna do is we are going to break out the floor a little bit, and unfortunately, I think, yes, this is directly over, this is the ceiling of the basement area. Now, since we're gonna be running lava from Silent here, and I'll probably just take from this pipe right there, we will be running over to our area, so we can just bring this pipe right over here and snake it. It goes straight through our moss hole, but that's okay. Snake it through the moss hole and then bring it this way and then up in this wall here, and then we can bring it up over here. So what that says to me is that we are going to need two pipes. We're going to need one coming from Silent's lava source, which is going to come over here and into this. And I'm actually just going to move the heated one over a little bit so that way the streams don't cross. But what this should look like now... Oh, that's gonna connect to that there. That is not ideal. Does it matter? Does it matter that these have lava in them? You know what? We're gonna run this one through the ceiling. And it looks like this one here we may also need to run through the ceiling. And again, that's not that big a deal. Should be able to just run it without breaking the floor, hopefully, of the next room. We should be able to just run it this way, and we'll run it into the wall here. And then we'll just put an infinite water source into the wall here with a pump going into it. We are now officially stealing lava from Silent. I'm pretty excited about this, I'm not gonna lie, because not having to dig a gigantic pit just to throw lava in is pretty nice. And I'm also stealing some power from Silent just for the pumps for the lava, and do I feel a little bit bad about that? Yeah, a little bit, but not enough to change it. And don't worry about the horse. Now, the only thing that I don't like is when I shut off the entire system like this, the lava continues to pump in because it's pulling from Silent's power. And I do know of a way that I could fix that. And you know what? While I'm thinking about it, let's just go ahead and actually fix it. So we got to go down here to this pump that's down here, dig out around it just a little bit to get to the backside of it, and we can put that there, and then a clutch, and then after we put the clutch on, we do this, turn it into receive mode, and I think it's red bed andesite casing. Yeah, there we go. So that stops, the lava stops pumping in. So while we're up here and this is off, this will no longer get lava to it. Obviously, it needs to run through the lava that it already has, but I'm gonna keep it on for right now because I want to fill up these 3 tanks. And with that done, and I've done the water as well, what that means is we can tick off water and lava to mixers, and we only have a couple things left to do. And those couple things are going to be down here. The first thing is going to be a precision mechanism making machine, which I think I want right over here. And then I need a gold and an iron farm. I need just a small little iron farm so I can get iron constantly, and then a gold farm because at some point I would like to sell gold. Like I told Chosen, I want to sell gold, and I think that's so fitting for me as a dwarf. So getting that started now rather than later would be super great. And there's a couple ways to get gold, but honestly, the 2 most common ways are washing soul sand, which gives you 4 pieces of nether quartz on a 12% chance, and then a 2% chance of a gold nugget, or we do red sand, which is a 12% chance for 3 gold nuggets, which is probably the way we're gonna have to go. But getting red sand is a pain in the butt, and for the reason for that is you have to crush down granite, and to get granite you have to shapeless craft nether quartz and diorite, and to get diorite you need to do automated crafting or compacting, but I don't think calcite's renewable in this mod pack, so you need to do the automated shape crafting with quartz and cobblestone. And to get quartz, guess what you gotta do? Wash soul sand. So we gotta do the soul sand thing just to get the gold stuff anyways. So that farm might be down the line, and it might be in a whole new room, let's be honest. So for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna clear my inventory a little bit, and then we'll get going on that precision mechanism making machine. Now, these machines are relatively straightforward. More or less what we have is an output barrel that's going to go across here, and we're going to have poke, 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 which is then going to go into another barrel, and what is going to happen is we're going to have a brass funnel coming off of that barrel that is going to essentially deny, that is only going to allow partial precision mechanism making, or precision mechanism machines out of it, so they'll go back in here, and they'll go round and round and round. So we need an input there, and an output input here, and then an input there. We should be able to connect that with a belt, and this with a belt. And we just need 3 deployers with small cog, big cog, and then iron nugget. And I just want to put those filters on there just so I don't accidentally put the wrong things in. And you know what? To save space, we're actually just going to move this entire thing over by 1. And honestly, that's the whole machine. That should be it. And there is one more thing that I want to do on top of... Oh, that is a copycat board. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, on top of these here, we're just going to put these 3 chutes so I can fill up the small, big, and cogs, and then the iron nuggets. And then once I get the whole thing wired up, we should just be able to plop a gold sheet in here. It will automatically come out and get poke, 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 and then it will come in here as a partial precision mechanism. And I'm going to take this off for right now. And then what we should be able to do is just put that brass funnel back on. We will filter it only for partial precision mechanisms, and it'll come back in here and then automatically go around and around and around. Now let me just go ahead and come over here and tap into this power, and we'll get this whole thing wired up. Okay, I think I have the whole thing done now. So if I go in here and press these 3 pieces of gold, and I put iron nuggets up here, a big cog in there, and let's throw 3 in there. Why not? Those are all ready. And then I throw the golden sheet in here. We should get poke, poke, poke. And then we have an incomplete precision mechanism. Perfect. So we put that on there, and we filter this for incomplete precision mechanisms. And then we fill up the rest of the stuff. We put this back in here. We should get poke, 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 and precision mechanism. Perfect. Awesome. That's actually really fantastic. Glad that's done, and mark it off the list. Well, the next thing on the list is an iron farm, and we have a bit of a major problem. You see that thing behind me, not the horse, the mechanical crafting array is not hooked up to power right now, and that's bad. And the reason that's bad is not because it's going to be difficult to hook up, is because we only have 1,700 stress units left for us. And expanding this isn't going to be the most difficult thing in the world, but at the same time, it's just going to be a big old pain in the butt because it just means more digging. And I have an idea for what to do. Just gonna go down under here. As you can see, these 2 are being fed by a centralized, that looks rippy as heck. Oh my gosh. These 2 sets of water wheels are being fed and powered by this centralized water right here. And if I just dig another channel underneath this and send the water straight down, it should power more water wheels. Yeah, and it looks like we can just hook up right there too in order to add the power to one another. That'll be pretty easy, actually. And I think this is the centralized water, and that is correct. And it looks like this is the size of our channel here, so we'll just have to dig out enough for more water wheels to go under here. And there we go. We have doubled up, and we're now up to 17,000 stress units remaining. Absolutely fantastic. I'm sure the frames in here will just continue to get better and better the more that we add water wheels. But what that obviously means is we can now wire this thing up. And horse, you're kind of in the way. And now we should, boom, there we go. This whole thing is wired up, and how much do we have left? Oh gosh, I used almost half of it. Jeepers. But now we should be able to make the crushing wheels that we need in order to make this iron farm. Actually, I need 2 sets. Perfect. And I think this should be the whole setup, honestly, is we've got these 2 crushing wheels here. So we've got the cobblestone coming down in here, getting crushed, and then it'll go into something and then come out. I might have to move this down a block or so, because this is going to have to be a chute, I think, and then inventory there, but we'll get there when we get there. So anyways, that'll come down, and it'll come into these crushing wheels here, and it will go crush down into gravel and then go into a vault or something that's going to be sitting here, sending out 64 at a time. And then we'll have a couple of fans, maybe one here, one there, one underneath, maybe one on top. I'm not really sure. And then it'll get washed and go into something here. And that's the whole farm. And hopefully we'll be able to do that with 9,000 stress units. I'm sure it'll be fine. Wait a second. We don't need the second pair of crushers at all. Yeah, this can be way smaller. I was crushing it all down into sand. Look at me go. I don't think we can crush things straight onto a belt, so it will have to go down like so, and then I think it can come out this way. And we'll have our washers here. We'll have one there, underneath, and we might be able to stick one right here as well. And that's going to get us flint as well as the iron nuggets, and then we can go ahead and press those down into iron ingots, and those can roll across. toss, and it goes straight into that barrel. Nice. Well, it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it is all hooked up, and that's really, honestly, all I care about at the moment. The only thing that's not hooked up is this thing. We still have to get power going into this generator in order to make cobblestone, and do I have any cobblestone in my pocket? I do. I need one piece of cobblestone in order to set the filter on this thing, so now it's generating cobblestone, and the only thing that's left is actually getting up here with a couple of pieces of chain drive, and then slapping a gear right there, and it's 12,000. What? Why is that so high? That's an insane amount. Okay, so we obviously need to change that up. And what we're gonna do to fix this is I'm gonna grab a rotational speed controller and set it to pretty much as slow as I possibly can. We'll slap 2 gearboxes on here, and we'll put one shaft there and another one there, and hopefully we are now generating cobblestone, and we're generating so much so quickly that it is not even gonna be able to keep up. And honestly, the last thing that I need to do, put this on here and set it to not allow, actually, I need to take this off of here. Hang on one second. I don't have any wool. What we actually need to do here is set gravel in a deny list and then throw that on there and then put that there. And if I go ahead and just toss all this gravel that we built up in that barrel in here, we should eventually get 9 pieces of iron nugget in here, and then they should roll across. There we go. And then slam into there, and we have an iron farm, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, absolutely fantastic stuff. And honestly, I can turn this down even more. Yeah, it's got to be a little bit more than 1, more than 2. Let's set it to 3. Looks like 3 is the magic number here. There we go. And last but certainly not least is putting fire there for the flint to get burnt in. And honestly, it looks like this is keeping up pretty well. Right when that pile goes in, it is dropping another 16 gravel, so the system's not really backing up that much. And we've got another 3,000 stress units remaining. And you know, honestly, I thought about maybe not doing this, but I might compact these into blocks as well. And really, that's just to save barrel space, to be honest. And there we go, just like that. We have another basin, another press, and we are now getting iron blocks. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And if I remember correctly, no, it's over here. I think if I shut this off, I do that all the time. If I shut this off, the entire system shuts off, which is fantastic. But then if we head downstairs, yes, the iron farm is still on, so this should be running pretty much all the time, which is exactly what I want. Because let me tell you, I'm not going to fill up this barrel full of iron blocks anytime soon. Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for today. Thank you, everybody, for watching this episode. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me, and I will see you all in the next episode. Quick shout out to my patrons and YouTube members over at patreon.com/thrillash, and my YouTube members here, obviously, on YouTube. Anyways, folks, I love you so much, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!